The Trump administration's border czar says it's game on come January 21st.
Tom Homan says that's the day deportations will start in Chicago. He even talked about prosecuting the mayor of Chicago if he stands in the way of ICE. Our Noel Brennan joins us from the newsroom. Noel, Homan made those comments last night during an event in Portage Park.
Right, Erica, and at least one Chicago alderman was there. Another says he met with Tom Homan before the event. Both want to see the city and state work with ICE, but words from the incoming border czar are also stoking fear in the immigrant community. It's a warm reception for the man promising ICE enforcement in Chicago.
We're going to start right here in Chicago, Illinois.
Tom Homan, President-elect Trump's border czar, spoke at a Republican holiday party on the Northwest Side Monday night. Homan is tasked with the biggest deportation effort in U.S. history.
If your Chicago mayor doesn't want to help, he can step aside. But if he impedes us, if he knowingly harbors and conceals an illegal alien, I will prosecute him.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to start with the criminal elements first, how can you be against that?
I don't see how you could. I don't see an argument against that.
Like, do you like crime? Do you think crime is justified?
I think crime's good.
It's like we got to keep it 100 now.
Holman came to your city and pulled up on your people and said, if you get in the way,
we going to prosecute that.
We on your ass. Hey, bro.
Mr. Judge.
It's too many Democrats getting pulled up on,
You and your mohawk.
It's been too many Democrats in the last year got pulled up on. JD pulling up on niggas. Vivek checked the niggas all the way.
Vivek been on that. Vivek been on that.
You said you played with my family, man.
Vivek did.
Say, buddy, let me talk to you right quick.
Vivek did, what's his name? Van Zone's on another level of crazy, man. But this is funny, bro.
President-elect Trump's incoming border czar vowing to make Chicago ground zero for mass deportations.
And WGN's Julian Cruz reports on the governor's reaction and plans to push back.
Good evening. Tom Homan touching on a hot-button issue, drawing strong reaction from across the political spectrum. President-elect Donald Trump's border czar speaking at a Christmas party last night, sponsored by a group of Chicago Republicans and the Law and Order PAC.
January 21st, we're going to take this country back.
Yes. Tom Homan setting his sights on Chicago, pointing to Donald Trump's campaign promise to deport the undocumented.
I want to be clear. If you're in the country legally, you're not off the table.
Among those attending, Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez arguing for the elimination of Chicago's sanctuary city.
If you're in the country,
Donald Trump's campaign promise to deport the undocumented.
I want to be clear. If you're in the country legally, you're not off the table.
Damn.
Among those attending, Chicago Alderman
insane.
Raymond Lopez arguing for the elimination of Chicago's sanctuary city status.
Change the welcoming city ordinance so that we are not giving sanctuary to those individuals who, once they are here, choose to willingly engage in criminal, dangerous activity.
Homan calling on Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker not to impede the Trump administration's deportation efforts, but a spokesperson for Pritzker in a written statement pushing back. Rather than responding to every ridiculous boast from Trump lackeys, Governor Pritzker is focused on what he was focused on during the first Trump term, leading our state with competence instead of chaos. U.S. Representative Delia Ramirez, the daughter of immigrants, reacting as well. Tom Homan, the next time you come to Illinois District 3, a district made stronger and more powerful by immigrants, you better be ready to meet the resistance.
So why y'all ain't pull up then? He was there.
But they won't smoke.
I got a thing though, but the alderman's name was Ray Lopez, and he talking about we got to get rid of this sanctuary status of the city.
Yeah,
it's destroying our city. So is he a racist?
No,
is he a xenophobe?
Hey, that's the easiest thing to debunk. It's so many Mexicans that disagree with the illegal immigrants.
We can't just call them Mexicans.
Hispanics or illegals.
Hispanics was better.
Yeah, we were talking about
Hispanics was better. We can't just call them all. We can't call them all Mexicans though.
Yeah,
I think what he meant by the ones who are here legally, I think he's the ones who are talking about. Remember how we did that one video and we learned about how they can go on that website and then just get that status.
Oh yeah, that app.
He's talking about
Kamala, man.
Yeah, I think he's talking about that.
Oh yeah, JD said that to Tim Walz.
Yeah. I think that's what he's talking
What was
about.
that called?
Not people who have green cards or visas, obviously.
Brother, you'll be in trouble.
No, I wouldn't, bro. My dad would.
Shit, we gonna get that little nigga too.
Yeah, no,
bro.
I guess, well, no, because my mom, I don't know how that would work.
It's interesting that he said that because I want to know like what would be the criteria on going after people who are here legally.
That's what I was thinking. It's
he
only
said-
gotta be
No,
the people
I
who
didn't hear him,
got
bro.
the because right after that,
No,
he said
that's
they
why
cut
we
it off.
ran it
It sounded
back.
like he said
Yeah.
illegal.
No, he said
if you're here
illegal.
legally, you're not off the table.
But right after that, listen to what they
He
said.
said that verbatim. That's
He
why I
said
said,
Squid Game.
I said, wait a minute.
Hey, not chill.
But he meant, I think,
They cut him off.
January 21st, we're going to take this country back.
Tom Homan setting his sights on Chicago, pointing to Donald Trump's campaign promise to deport the undocumented.
I want to be clear. If you're in the country legally, you're not off the table.
yeah, that's why I think he meant the ones who got the
crazy.
status. Because listen, let it play. They start talking about the status thing instantly.
Among those attending, Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez arguing for the elimination of Chicago's
they cut it off
sanctuary
soon as he
city
said that.
status.
Change the welcoming city ordinance
Oh,
so that
well,
we are
that's-
not
you talked
giving
over him
sanctuary
twice,
to those.
Arguing for the elimination of Chicago's sanctuary city status.
Change the welcoming city ordinance so that we are not giving sanctuary to those individuals who, once they are here, choose to willingly engage in criminal, dangerous activity.
Oh, yeah.
So I think if you are in a sanctuary city and like
You
you
criminal.
did the thing, you did the website or whatever, somehow you are technically legal.
No, you
I
just
think.
would have temporary protective status.
Yeah, which would be technically legal then.
Well, no,
mean,
I think.
So I think he was talking about deporting them because there's no way he's going to deport people with visas.
But why
and green
would
cards.
they come in and say go from that to what he just said? He said if you're engaging in criminal activity, you have to go. That's
Yeah,
what he
that's
just
what I'm-
said.
yeah.
So it's got to be people that's breaking the law.
Yeah,
That's-
no, yeah,
that's-
we know
that's
that.
purely
We know
got to
that.
be like.
yeah, Todd's right. Maybe they
breaking the
cut him
law.
off too soon. I mean, yeah, maybe that's it. Who? Yeah, this is in Chicago.
That
so
was
you know
that
how
was
they go.
definitely an out of context clip though.
I mean, if it is or it isn't, we do. I mean, hey, that ain't something I think we actually need to know that.
No, I know for a fact
yeah,
that
they can't do that.
no,
though.
you're not,
It's
yeah.
no way. That's not. It's not possible.
They're talking about the ones who finessed the system.
Is it not possible?
Hey,
you
know?
couldn't deport legal because then it's like
Bro,
then it
come on,
defeats
we
the
can't
whole.
even- can't entertain that. But hey, man, then hey,
This shit, Vivek gone.
hey, a lot of people gone.
That
See,
wouldn't
but
make no
I don't
sense.
think they just gonna just start deporting people with visas. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make
There
no
has to be a
sense.
criteria for
Yeah,
the people they're going
yeah.
after. And if he said criminal activity, and then they go into the alderman saying we want people that are engaging in criminal activity, well, it's got to be something to do with criminals.
Yeah.
Instead of chaos. U.S. Representative Delia Ramirez, the daughter of immigrants, reacting as well. Tom Homan, the next time you come to Illinois District 3, a district made stronger and more powerful by immigrants, you better be ready to meet the resistance. Democratic senators on Capitol Hill, including Illinois' Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth, urging President Joe Biden to take executive action to protect immigrant families. Mass deportations would jeopardize the safety and security of millions of mixed-status families, the senators say, sowing deep distrust and fear in the communities we represent and destabilize the U.S. economy. The people at Chicago's Resurrection Project deeply concerned about the community they serve, which includes the Dreamers, the hundreds of thousands of children nationwide who were brought to the U.S. by their parents.
Folks are fearful about the mental health implications that this may have on their children.
Ere Rendon says the best defense is for immigrants to know their rights. How mass deportations could impact local law enforcement, an unanswered question. The Cook County Sheriff's Office monitoring discussions surrounding the issue of mass deportations. In a written statement tonight, Matt Wahlberg with the Sheriff's Office saying, quote, under both current Cook County ordinance and state law, the Sheriff's Office is limited in its ability to perform federal duties. The sticky question of whether the feds can access Chicago area jails, a complicated issue, legal experts say, that's likely to wind up in the courts.
Well, just really that Squid Game.
Bro said this is the Squid Game.
Yeah, it literally might
You
be
are
the Squid
ridiculous.
Game, brother.
You're ridiculous.
They're going to O Block, bro. They're going to Chicago first.
I wonder what would happen if the immigrants decide to actually, arm themselves and fight back.
They would get killed.
What happens?
They would get killed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we have to keep it 100.
If
That's what would
anyone,
happen.
any person, immigrant, non-immigrant,
But you don't-
another country, if you
You
point
tryna-
guns at a United States,
A government official?
Yeah.
but it's
I know,
Damn.
I'm just saying, but like it was so many young men we seen, and we don't know.
Yeah,
what-
they
that
know
was
better
always
than
the fear. That's why what happened in
Yeah.
Colorado was crazy. But
yeah,
we,
but I
we
think
got
I ain't
past
gonna lie.
that. Look, they're
If they
leaving,
think
guys.
that's gonna work, then hey, that's
Look.
gonna end rough.
I just want to hear from an immigrant.
You know how
like,
they ain't gonna have an outrage behind all that. They
Bro,
gonna
They
say,
can
cares,
outrage all they
bro?
want.
we don't give a damn about
They
none
not
of that,
gonna
bro.
go for that.
You heard what homie said in they city. He pulled up on them. He pulled up on you, Brandon. He pulled up on all the Democrats that want to say something to the media after. He was there. Y'all should have talked to him then. Y'all didn't have plenty of time to talk to him. And y'all say what y'all say, and then y'all backpedal because y'all know what the hell gonna happen. Because that's what the American people want, is for these immigrants to go. And I like, they're leaving right now. We're gonna play a clip right now. They're literally probably walking. It's some immigrants as we speaking, and as you watching this video, walking their ass back home.
Court's hands right now. So all CBP can do is advise that they walk back to Mexico through a port of entry. They have that legal right to do that. Now, one man from Venezuela told agents that he was trying to get out before Trump gets in, and says that he heard there was an agreement with Mexico and Venezuela where they are actually helping to get people back to their home country. Now, Venezuela has not taken deportation flights back from the United States for nearly a year. Mexico does have a better working relationship with Maduro, and that might be a possibility for this young man. Now, we called the migrant stepfather in Pennsylvania, who confirmed that the migrant went back to Mexico to continue his journey to Venezuela. Interesting here, though, because they are in proceedings already, they are not self-deporting, they are self-departing. However, an immigration attorney that we talked to says that move is essentially the same thing. And they essentially issue a deportation order against themselves when they do this, and they likely...
Yeah, man. I mean, I just want to hear from them. Probably different immigrants, illegal immigrants that had different, like, I guess,
AOC
opinions.
said anything?
Bro, we know what she got. I don't want to hear a damn thing what she got to say. But I just want to know, brother, honestly, what do you think we should do? Like, do you think, like, the crime that is happening in all these cities, should we allow y'all to stay, or do you think this will be a good thing for our country, brother? I want to know what they would actually say. I mean, obviously, some of them gonna be selfish. I mean, y'all should, but some of them might be very like, y'all ain't gonna lie, a lot of them people is criminals, and we gotta be real. Like, what are we supposed to do? Allow criminals, some criminals to come in and people die that was born here?
Well, even aside from that aspect, we have a housing shortage. So you have a housing shortage, you can't take a bunch of people, let alone there's a process to bring people in. You can't just bring random people in. Like, no country does that. Every single country in the world has borders, and we're the only country with if you're born here, you're a citizen. Birthright citizenship. So we got the most lenient laws for it, period. If you look around the world, you see we have the most lenient laws for that. How can you be a thing? Like, I don't understand when people on the left complain about things that in America you're allowed to do and no other country you're allowed to do. Like the LGBTQ stuff, this stuff. It's like, these are two examples of gun, like all these things. Like, it just sometimes I'm truly confused. They'll really protest like that we don't have enough of that, and it's the most in the world.
It'll be a pro to it, and then they just looking for the con. When this has so many cons, but what's the pro of this? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
They said those the people that supposed to pick the fruits and the vegetables.
It's a pro to be LGBTQ in America.
That's what some people say.
But somehow it's a con.
Like, where else would you want to be that at?
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, let's get back to Brandon Johnson and my boy Tom Holman pulling up on these niggas, man.
The city council took the first step to getting a Chicago 2025 budget approved.
Committee votes today were very close, and now it will be up to the full city council on Friday to vote yes or no. Political reporter Marianne Ahern is here on where it all stands. Marianne?
It has been quite a process. This is the third draft of a budget that includes a property tax hike and more fees for everyday costs, including plastic bags.
You want to squeeze the resident of more money, as if Chicago is already not an expensive city to live in.
Chicagoans who attended today's budget hearing at City Hall are not the only ones frustrated. The votes needed to push the budget through were very close. By a 14-12 vote, the Finance Committee gave the mayor's $234 million tax increase approval. It includes a $68.5 million property tax hike. That means someone who owns a $450,000 home will pay $136 more. Alderman Conway and Wagasback are no votes.
We can't balance this budget just by asking working families and taxpayers to pay more while we in the city are not doing anything to make city government more efficient.
There are a lot of alternatives, and they were all put on the table.
If you shop in Chicago, there will be an increase in the plastic bag tax from 7 to 10 cents and a hike in streaming services like Netflix and parking garages.
Wow.
So, how will
Netflix?
that final vote go?
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
we're getting close. I think I wouldn't say they have it. Nothing is guaranteed.
Besides the
Netflix
Finance
more
Committee, there
Chicago.
was a Budget Committee vote. That was approved, but barely.
There's no
17 to
benefit
16.
to living in Chicago.
This determines how the city spends its money. There was pushback when it was noticed last-minute additions, including 2 aldermen receiving extra funds for more staffers. Some see that as a reward for a yes vote.
There are false promises about projects and different things that are going on right now. The administration is promising people the sun and the moon to buy their vote.
Well, those 2 aldermen who were going to get more money for staffers, that was cut once it was discovered. The final vote likely down to the wire. No one is expecting an easy one. Perhaps even the mayor might have to break a tie.
Wow. It'll be something to see, as always, right, Marianne, in the city of Chicago. Appreciate
See
it.
you on Friday.
Hey man, I don't know what the city council really even brings. I understand that it's probably needed, but it might need to be cut too, because that's a dumbass decision, man. But I mean, maybe they need them. Maybe they need less of them.
So
Something.
So
'cause that's a
okay.
terrible decision.
So they say there's a lot of crime in their city, and it's already hard for people to live in your city. And then you're going to up the pricing of property taxes, so people that have ownership is going to struggle to have ownership of their own property. So now, most likely, a lot of people going to start renting, and the rent prices is going up at the same time. So what that's going to cause?
Keep you
Mayor
in a
Johnson?
loophole, man. These people, man, they don't know how to run the economy, man. Democrats, from what I've seen, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say about the city
just
council
don't.
thing. That's why they keep making these decisions. It's a super blue city, like extremely.
Exactly.
So
Needs to be cut.
that's why
They voted
if
Trump.
a city is too far blue, them pockets is going down.
Yeah.
It's just period. It's stats.
Yeah, no, it's bad that they're charging more for streaming services and
Bro,
parking.
they're taxing
How
on
the hell-
Netflix.
Yeah, how the hell can they even do that?
You got to put your
They
zip
know where
code.
you at. Yeah, so they tax
your
on
IP
Netflix
address.
now.
But like, how does the city make more money from streaming services?
How does the city?
Because a
how
lot
does
of
the
people
city
is not doing
helping-
it through cable, so they got to do it through another way.
No. But
What?
what is the city doing to
'Cause
fund that?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what taxes are for, to fund things.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Nothing
how
is coming out of their pocket for that.
charging more
You
money.
People are
get
paying
taxed
for
on
Wi-Fi.
everything you buy. Everything you touch or buy in this house is getting taxed.
No, but
For
not
the
digital
state.
things.
Yes.
Well, that's
No,
digital, bro. That's
you
a-
can go buy a game right now on the PlayStation. You're
And it's
not
gonna
paying
have-
any
who knows?
tax.
You're going to pay a tax on it.
No,
bro.
you're not.
Yes, it is. It's going to show your billing
Nigga,
address.
do you want to
and
bet
everything.
$1,000 right now?
There is a tax.
It
On
is.
PlayStation?
Yes.
No, there's not, bro.
You
I
wanna put
just
bread
bought
on
a
it?
game. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I know there's not, because that's why I buy them on there. Yes, what you would have bet?
You can bet 100. All right.
Wow.
All right, we gonna go
$100 deal,
on
guys. Y'all
PlayStation.
just seen it.
There's no tax.
That's crazy. But I mean, I'm not gonna say why I think it could be possibly how they could do it. I don't know. Maybe every city has to approve of services that are needed in their city.
You pay a tax on everything.
So maybe, I don't know, that's
I actually have a
possible.
receipt
Or maybe
from a
they're
game
just
I just
completely
bought.
effing them and they're saying, look, everybody uses Netflix. Let's get $2 out of them.
Do you pay taxes on?
That'd be terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
If once you
But
put
maybe
your,
every city
once
has
you put
to
your zip
approve
code in, you
certain
pay taxes
things.
on it, bro.
I really don't know.
When I pay for my phone service, I pay taxes on it.
That's
knows,
a phone
bro?
service.
Who
though. I
knows?
see
Who
that.
knows? Who knows?
But Netflix?
For a game, you got to
Yeah,
pay.
Netflix?
When you put your zip code
I
in,
just don't see what, because what
when
did the
you-
city
once you
do?
put your zip code,
There's sales tax.
So that's not state tax. What did the
sales
state do
tax.
for that?
well, sales tax goes to the state. Majority
No,
of
you said the
time.
state. You was talking about the state.
Sales tax is part of the state tax.
No, those are two different things.
No, it's not.
I mean, hey, man, it's only two options. Either
'Cause
Taj is
it-
right or they're completely effing them. So what do you think they're completely effing them?
I'm looking at sales.
I just don't see how.
Do you think they're completely effing them?
Yes, bro.
Okay, then no. That's
You have
not a
tax
bad
on
thing.
everything, bro.
Well, he's right. It's
I don't
only one
see
of the
how.
You have tax on
two. Do
everything.
y'all know? Let us know. But let's see what Eric
The
Adams
state-
had
what
to
did
say,
the state
man.
do
This
to
is
Because
fund
like in
Netflix?
Texas, you don't have sale tax on gas. You just get straight gas. You have to tax stuff, certain stuff.
But a digital streaming service.
Yes.
What did the city do to help you get that?
You're living and protecting
the
you.
towers.
You're living in the city.
But you paying
protecting-
compared to service.
When you're in the city,
It's
You're
the why you
getting
paying for the
paid.
Wi-Fi.
You pay for-
You pay for Wi-Fi. You pay for your zone. You pay the service.
But you pay a sales
So
tax
you
for
pay
that.
for it though.
Yeah, but you still
You don't
a
pay
tax
for the roads. That's why we
You
tax for
still
the
pay a
roads.
tax. You pay a tax for
That
it,
don't
bro.
make sense.
You have a sales. That's what a sales tax
yeah, I
is
mean, you
for.
do kind of pay taxes on everything. You know?
That's what a sales
You
tax
don't
is.
though.
Yes, you do.
You might have lost
If you
your
buy
head. I
something
don't
on
know.
iTunes right now for 99 cents, are you gonna pay taxes on that? No.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Let's see what Eric said.
Should there be more cooperation with ICE agents, though?
Yes, I do believe that. I stated this prior to the election, and this is what gave me, Marsha. People are saying, okay, after the president-elect is coming in, Eric is now saying different things. No, I was saying this prior to the election. I was saying those who are committing crimes in our city must be addressed, and we should change the current sanctuary city law to address that issue. Mayor Bloomberg knew that, Mayor Koch knew that, the previous administration altered that, and I thought it was a big mistake.
So do you think you could have any chance of re-altering or re-changing it so that there's more cooperation?
Well, the city council made it clear they don't want to change that. They stated they're not willing to change the sanctuary city law. I think they're wrong. I have my teams looking at my power as executive orders. I'm going to sit.
Is it possible you could do an executive order?
We're looking at that. The legal team, the corporation council that they just approved, they're looking at, the office is looking at, do I have the power to do so? I have to protect the people of this city. That is my North Star, it always has been. And if you are committing crimes on migrants, on immigrants, undocumented, documented, it's all the same to me.
So what happened with his
case?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's still ongoing.
I think it's ongoing. It's just an investigation.
Hey guys, I don't.
But as soon as he he went against the immigrants.
They start investigating.
Put a case on his ass.
From what I've been seeing on this channel, I don't like city council at all. I don't like them. Every video you have pulled up, city council hasn't been doing good from these level cities.
But with the Tiffany, the city council had a problem with her, and they still couldn't do nothing.
Because she took it too far. Yeah, she took it too far. Couldn't nobody.
She was more
nobody was going for that.
She exercised her power to the fullest extent.
She was more than a lip, bro.
She was a gangster.
For real.
Because the city council was trying to stop her, how they was acting.
Hey man, yeah man. I just don't think, man. How many people's in the city council city?
You think they be getting paid under the like?
It depends.
You think they be getting like checks under the low like?
We seen it, bro. We seen the black lady city council member when she was tripping the immigrant lady. So Houston has 16. See New York 51. Yeah, guys. See, look, I'm gonna be real.
There's 51 city council members in New York.
It's just you can't find a group of people. I don't think that. Well, maybe they voting and half of them is going. So maybe that's a good count.
Don't you vote all city council people?
Did they vote it in?
I think. I don't know. Gotta be right, but 50 people, that's a lot of people to campaign.
Okay, 2 terms, 4 years each. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yes, members are elected. 5 council members are elected at large. Yeah, I just look, man.
They're mostly elected, but sometimes they can be appointed. Why is that? That's weird.
That's why I said cut that, but I don't really. Like that,
but you,
I don't
will
like
take
that.
you.
I'm keeping it 100.
Chances are he's a deal.
I don't think 51 people in New York, especially a city like that, can make good decisions, bro, for the community, bro. It need to be 4, 5. I'm talking about every city got like something like a Supreme Court, and they making great decisions up
4
there.
or 5, like
it's not that simple.
I ain't gonna lie, having 51 is kind of fair because
there's a lot of people in New York.
There's a lot of minority groups and everything.
From what I've seen, a lot of group of people can't make a good decision.
I don't understand what you think city council can do.
They voting on things.
The house
they
is
fucking
doing
up.
that.
That's what they're doing.
He's the mayor.
I know he ain't messing up, but he's saying I gotta address my city council on these issues.
You do.
So I mean, hey,
they can vote.
It's a bunch of different
issues. He got common sense, but it might be only 5 people in there with common sense of what I'm basically seeing. With 51 out of 151 people, 5 might got common sense. So y'all gonna have a messed up city all because these dumbass people just don't know how to run the city?
No, I don't think they don't know how to run the city.
Look,
I think they get paid under the low.
Me personally, you know how I would run my Wakanda, brother. I would have only a couple people running a situation. 4, 5 max. Once you get to 6, 7, 8, 9, more than that, we gonna have a couple.
But then they gonna say that people aren't represented, bro. It gotta go based off the population. I agree with that. But I don't like how you can certain people are elected and certain are appointed. That's weird to me. Well, because it's like, well, who chooses who's appointed? You know? Well, and they're biased. So if they have an agenda and they know to appoint people who can serve their agenda, they're gonna do that. So I think it should be all elected. That's America. We elect in America.